Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Adonis, and today we're going to talk about 5 ways on how to grow your Twitch. I'm going to be assisted by homeboy over there. He is going to scroll for what is hopefully going to be the entire length of this video, if not probably more. I recorded this one first. That one is second. I have no idea how long that one's going to take, but that is going to bring us to our first point. What games are you playing? Now, if everything is going correct, Adonis number 2 is going to be scrolling for the entirety of this video. And if you can see, what I'm trying to show you with this is that it is almost impossible for someone to find you in a saturated category. No one's going to scroll for 10, 20, 30 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take for someone to get to the bottom of this category. No one is going to find your super funny title. No one's going to find you via your tags. It's impossible. In categories like this, whether it be Fortnite, Valorant, Call of Duty, League of Legends, World of Warcraft is huge right now, and a plethora of other games. They're not going to find you when there's so many streamers. And even if you flip it and do it the other way and you go from lowest views to high, even that is almost impossible, because what ends up happening is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 viewership is probably going to be the longest is what I'm assuming is going to be the longest portion of this entire thing. While he slowly loses his mind, there's no way that I'm looking for. When I actually played Fortnite for the first 4 months of my Twitch career, if you will, for the first 4 months, I amassed a following of, what the heck was it? 13 people in 4 months. 13 people in 4 months. At that rate, you will not find growth. Now, the biggest thing is, how do you keep this audience that essentially has so many options, right? Because if somebody is choosing to watch you, they're choosing to watch you over Netflix, they're choosing to watch you over other streamers, bigger streamers, other smaller streamers, they're choosing to watch you over TV, over Hulu, over Pornhub, it doesn't matter. Like, they're choosing to watch you over everything. You really have to consider, how is it that I can retain this person in the future? I don't think I actually have to say this, but I'll say this anyways, because I don't think the person that is being rude to their audience is here at the moment. I don't think those are the people that are looking for these videos. But being rude, being a butthole, so to speak, to your viewers is probably one of the worst things that you can do. It's something I've experienced. It's something I've experienced as in I've seen someone talking crazy to me as a viewer, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? It doesn't make sense. And it's a great way to not only turn that person off, but everybody else who just noticed you be rude to someone, they're gonna see that behavior as well. I've had it where I've even gifted subs in a community before, and then the streamer decided to make fun of me at one juncture or another, and I was like, what is this? I definitely didn't come here to get bullied or anything like it's just where is your mind going? Well, why would you essentially take money out of your pocket? Because there's no way I'm ever going to go back and gift again. It's just not going to happen. So you have to really consider your behavior when you're online. You have to be able to moderate your channel as well. You can't allow people to get out of hand, depending on the game that you're playing, or whether they're saying it to you or to the rest of your community. Nip it in the bud ASAP. Let people know that you won't stand for any of that, whatever it is that might be going on. What is it that you can provide as a small streamer that, let's say, one of the bigger streamers can? I think it's pretty obvious, right? Being interactive. How can you talk to you can talk to little Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Where Ninja, Tim the Tap Man can't necessarily. There's 100%, if Jeff writes in your chat, you should be able to talk back to Jeff. If Jeff talks in a streamer that has hundreds, thousands of viewers, it's much harder, and it's more of a lottery. Like, are they gonna catch my message? Not this time. Let me try again. Are they gonna catch my message? So you have this opportunity to really bond with someone, to interact with them, and hopefully build a relationship where they actually want to come back. This is something I actually heard on stream yesterday. I was streaming and I said, something about, yeah, always stay talking or whatever the case is. Always talk, no matter who's there, no matter who's not there. Doesn't matter, always talk. And Melissa, I don't know if Melissa's gonna watch this one, but Melissa said to me, Adonis, sometimes some of us don't have anyone to talk to. I'm like, listen, hey. The 4 months that I streamed Fortnite, I talked to myself every day, every single day. And it's just a habit that you have to get yourself into. It's just a habit of whatever's on your mind. You know, you're narrating the game. And this is also going to help you in the future. Once you actually have people that come in, you're narrating the game. You're saying what's on your mind. You're talking out. You're talking through what it is you're going to do. And it makes it way easier if I come in as a new viewer to interact with you if you're not completely silent and just moving around, right? In whatever game that you're doing. So if you're vocal and you're talking and you say something, maybe you'll say something at that one moment that'll pique my interest. You know how many times I've said something completely random and somebody who probably wouldn't have spoken otherwise said, oh my God, I love Pokemon, or whatever the case is. And that starts its own interaction. You know, something in the game reminds you of something in real life. Bring that up. Talk about whatever. The whole point is, why would I stay in someone's stream if they're not talking? They're maybe not good at the game. I'm terrible at every game I play. If it's not for my talking, I promise you I'd have nobody there. I'd have no one there. So I have to make sure that I keep talking. You're either going to be various types of streamers, right? Two biggest types being you're there to entertain, or you're there because you're extremely good at whatever game it is that you're playing. I am not good at any game that I play, but I think we have a lot of fun in the channel when it comes to just talking, having conversations, and everyone laughing at me for the most part. It's sad. Something very important is VOD reviews. Going back, make sure you activate that on your channel, by the way. You can, and it stays for 2 weeks if you don't have Amazon Prime. And if you do have Amazon Prime, it stays for like 2 months or something, or 60 days, yeah. So activate that. Ensure that you go back and you don't only check how it is that you're playing, right? You check how the mic volume is. Is it too much? Is the game too loud? Should you adjust this in the future? If you talk to anyone, how was your interaction? Could you have made that interaction better? If you're looking at this, essentially you have to tell yourself, why would anyone want to watch this? Am I entertaining? Am I doing things positive here? Like, what am I doing that is good here? Let me replicate that. Whatever was bad, exterminate that from your life. Get rid of it. And it's the same way anyone gets better, right? You play any video game and you want to get better. Very often you look up these types of videos, right? To get better. Okay, I want to know how to crank 90s in Fortnite. Look up those videos. It helps tremendously. I wanna know how to get better on streaming. I've looked up so many videos. It's the same case. You look at the videos, you get better with that. You look at your own videos, you tweak and adjust those things as well. And that's how you get better in all forums. You can't simply just go live every day without going back and reviewing what it is that you did, right? Because if you got a low viewership, then you know, oh, okay, well, maybe it's the game that I'm playing. Maybe it's the way I was interacting. Maybe I wasn't talking enough. I went 10 minutes without talking. I went 5 minutes without. I went a minute without talking. I'll be honest. There's a lot of opportunities in simply just opening your mouth, pause. So, and a lot of streams that I go to, sometimes people are just silently playing the game, and that's not enough to build an audience. That's not enough for me to say, I'm going to hit this follow button and I'm going to come back and I'm going to interact with you on another day and we're going to talk and we're going to have fun, and I want to watch you over playing the game myself. Like, why watch you play the game in silence when I could play the game in silence myself and be in the game myself, you know? So those are the things that we have to try to adjust. So this is a perfect one. This point right here is a perfect one where I would love your feedback. This is how I feel about it. I can't say this is for everyone, but a lot of you have to get off of Discord. Get off of your phone calls while you're trying to stream a game. It's one thing if you're playing a game that requires that. I totally understand it. But there are also dead spaces in those games. Like, let's say, again, I keep bringing it back to Fortnite because it's just one of the games that I know. So let's say I'm playing Fortnite. As a matter of fact, let's go with Among Us. Among Us is a perfect example. If you're playing Among Us, obviously, when you go into the meetings, you're going to talk. You're going to talk, whatnot. But when you come out of those meetings, there's that dead space where you can talk to everybody, which is amazing, right? So that you can talk to the audience, right? You can talk to your chat, especially if you don't have like a million viewers. There's no need to not look at chat. So you can talk to the chat and whatever. When you're in the pregame lobby, you can talk to the chat there, and that's fine. But what I'm referring to are the people that stay on a phone call the entire time they're streaming. And it seems like very often that I'm eavesdropping in a conversation that I'm not a part of, and I feel uncomfortable kind of talking for the first time in the chat. I've even had a situation where the person that was on the Discord call, when I finally did speak, said, "Who the heck is this guy?" And to me, if I'm a growing streamer and a friend of mine says something like that on the phone, I gotta hang this up. My whole point here is to grow this channel. If I have people that are talking crazy to the potential followers that I have in the chat, that's a no-no. That's another thing too. You have some of the streamers, obviously, like a lot of the big ones, who are really good at doing this, where they're all entertainers, right? Perfect example is if you have Cypher PK, Tim the Tatman, Nick Mercs, they'll all get on a team together and they all talk, but they're all entertaining. It doesn't seem like you're in a conversation that you're eavesdropping in. No, they're just doing a really, really good job at entertaining everyone from all fronts. And then once they finish that section, once they're not in the game, they talk to their audience for a while, right? You'll see it with all the big streamers. They'll talk to their audience for a while. And then once they get back into the game, they're back into the game. That's not a bad practice. That's an amazing practice to do. But very often people just do, I'm going to be on a Discord call all day. And I feel like it's much harder for someone new to jump into the conversation when you're on a Discord call. I could be 100% wrong. Let me know what you guys think, honestly, down below. I'm very curious about this. I've asked many times myself on my stream and mixed answers with this. But that's the way that I feel. Consume other streamers. Pause. This is pretty simple. There are a bunch of people that you probably watch on Twitch or YouTube, right? What is it that you like about these streamers? Are there things that you can emulate from these streamers? Or are there reasons why? Do you watch this streamer, right? The Shrouds of the world. Do you watch Shroud because he's insanely good at the game? Do you watch Tim the Tatman because he's extremely funny? What is it? What is it that you like about these people? And how can you emulate some of these things that you do enjoy while still being authentically yourself as well, right? Like, again, I cannot emulate Shroud. It's not happening. I suck at first-person shooters. It's not a thing. I'm terrible mouse and keyboard. I'm mostly controller everything that I play. Gaga. And also, you have to realize the streamers that you don't like. What is it about them you don't like? Right? Really break it down, because there's reasons why you like what you like and why you don't like what you don't like, that you can figure out and say, well, how can I not do this? How can I do this? Am I doing this myself? Should I be doing this? Best practices and whatnot. I think it's very, very imperative that you go and check things out. One of the probably smartest streamers right now that I've seen, honestly, Ludwig. Lord have mercy. At the moment, he's doing his subathon of like 1,000,000 days. I think he's up to day 5, 6, or 7. I have no idea. Dude's never going to get off the internet. The amount of subs, the amount of follows, his viewership right now, through the roof. You have to be very, I think, strategy-wise, I look up to Ludwig so much. I think he's so smart in what he does. Everything is so calculated. And you have to appreciate every single streamer for what they do and take a little bit, right? Just take, all right, I like this about Ludwig, let me take that. I like this about Tim, let me take that. I like this about Cypher PK, let me take that. And try to make your own recipe and create it yourself, you know? I'm not saying to not be yourself. If it doesn't fit around the framework of who you are, then it doesn't matter. People will see that it's not you. But I think it's very important that we know that there are recipes that do work, and it's best practice to try to right some of the things that you're not doing properly. How's life? You good? Look at you, looking all stupid, man. All right, setting a schedule and utilizing other social medias. This is probably what I have the hardest time with, and I feel like the most obvious of reasons. first and foremost, I am a flight attendant in real life, so sometimes my scheduling can be a little bit off. I do try to stream at the moment about 4 to 5 days out of the week. I do need to make it a more consistent amount of time, but sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. So the reason why a lot of people say set a schedule is for this reason and this reason only. I don't have any alerts turned on for any streamer, any YouTube bell with none of that. But if I know, right, there's a few streamers that I know, if I get on Twitch, if I get on YouTube at a certain hour, I know for a fact this streamer is gonna be there because they always stream at this time. It's kind of like when I was a kid, there used to be Saturday morning cartoons. One Saturday morning, you ever, nobody? Too old? All right, cool. So, right, you would have like the Jackie Chan Adventures, you'd have Recess and all these other freaking shows that would come up. And I knew every morning, Saturday, those cartoons would be on. When I came home from after school, Pokemon was on, right? I'd be on my bed. I wanna be the very best. And I'm jamming to it every day. Yu-Gi-Oh used to come on after school. Like, you knew there was a schedule. Mentally, it was drilled into your head. If I'm here at this time, I can see this, I can see that. And that's essentially what it is that you want to do with everyone. You want them to know, no matter what, this day, you'll always find me. If they come at the hour you say you're going to be there, the day you say you're going to be there, and you're not there, you easily can lose followers like that. Somebody who maybe only even comes to freaking Twitch for you, right? At one point or another, you'll be like, but dude is never here. He's never here on time. That's me. I got to get a lot better with that, I'll be honest. This is where I need to also get better myself. All right, so we talked about timing. Now let's talk about social media. This one I feel like is extremely hard because there's so many platforms. There's Twitter, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's Facebook. There's YouTube being the craziest one, right? YouTube, for those of you who don't know, outnumber Twitch viewers 200 to 1. So for every one viewer on Twitch, there's 200 on YouTube. And also being able to post your videos online and come back to it, no one watches VODs from streams. It's a rarity that anybody's gonna go back and look at that. So you need to be able to put other pieces of content on other social media platforms so that you can be discovered. Essentially, I think Wild for Games is the one that said this term, tunnels and funnels, right? You want people coming in and out of the channel regularly from everywhere, right? You funnel in and then tunnel out, right? Like, you're getting things coming in and also you're getting people to go to your other social medias as well. I know YouTube is extremely hard because no one wants to sit around if the video's not edited and looks beautiful and a beautiful thumbnail. Like, that takes a lot of work. Focus on one at a time. Maybe do a TikTok first, right? Do little clips. Beautiful thing with Twitch is you can clip everything up and you can have pieces where it all looks beautiful. And it only has to be 10 seconds. It doesn't take much, right? To make a really short video. And then maybe make your way up to YouTube or whatnot, but baby steps, because if you go full hog too fast, I think you're gonna turn yourself off to the idea of even creating anything else. But I'm telling you this, it's extremely hard to grow solely with just streaming. I've streamed for hours and hours and hours on end, and sometimes it just doesn't happen, right? You don't get the amount of followers that you feel like you wanted in an 8-hour period, 4-hour period, 3-hour period, 10-hour period. It doesn't matter. The best thing to do, and the thing is, we're human beings and we like instant gratification. We do something, we want to see our payoff for our work right now. These people have been doing this for years. What you're doing now, maybe it isn't working, but maybe you can get yourself to the point where it can work. You just have to make the right strides to get better. 2 things to take away from this video, guys. If nothing else, number 1, be consistent. And number 2, continuously try to improve upon what it is that you're doing. Be consistent and look to improve every single day. That's it. Hopefully my boy over here, hopefully he isn't losing his mind. Poor guy. Guys, if I'm still scrolling over here on the right hand side, that should tell you no one's gonna find you. That was my point for that whole first part of the video. If I'm still scrolling, switch games. They're not going to find your title. They're not going to see how good you are. It's impossible. I don't even want to say almost impossible, because then some people can be like, almost impossible? That means maybe I can do it. No. Switch. Switch. I'm telling you, it's so hard. I'm sure I passed somewhere there, probably the best player in Fortnite ever, but you can't find him because it's a sea of freaking 1,000, not even 1,000. This is what would y'all guess? How many people did I pass right now? What would y'all guess? What would you be your number? Guess down below. I have no clue. I ain't gonna count that damn thing. That's crazy, dude. I've been what? If I'm still scrolling right now, it's been easily at least 15 minutes or better, or even probably more. I'll let you know what the exact number was of me scrolling. Guys, if you did like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know how long over there. There we go. I don't know how long that fool took over there to finish that part, but trust me, I'm sure it was a while, and it'll help me. And if you guys want to see any other type of videos in the future as well, let me know. 20 viewer Andy over here. Listen, so I'm not anywhere near where I want to be, but hey, I want to continuously grow the channel, and it'll be great if you guys can come on that journey with me. So I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Have a beautiful day. Take care.